Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed the Chatty clean with me. Sorry, they started landscaping this morning. And we have a joke in the house that like whenever I'm filming, there is lawn mowing happening. Let me give Elsie a snack because this girl cannot quit. Oh, and they're like right outside the window. I'm so glad that you guys like the Chatty cleaning video. Honestly, like the more chill vlog style cleaning is what I prefer. I love both and I'll continue making both, but I'm like you guys, like I like watching cleaning videos where people are talking. It just makes me feel like I'm cleaning with a friend. So the plan for this morning, Jeff just took Hugo out for a walk. It's almost 9 a.m. I need to tidy the kitchen as well as clean these dishes. There are dishes in the sink that I'm gonna need. Actually, I guess I won't need them. I need to tidy the kitchen. There is laundry that needs to come out of the dryer, needs to be folded and put away. And I wanted to share with you guys, it's not my recipe. It's a recipe from chocolatecoveredkatie.com, which is like my new obsession. She has a bunch of like vegan and vegetarian and really healthy recipes. And I've made one of her recipes so far. It was the creamy cauliflower Alfredo, and it was so good, so good. So today I'm making her vegetarian chili, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner, and I'm gonna make it in the slow cooker. I don't know if you can see the slow cooker over there, yeah. So I'll do all that prep and throw that in. So let's get started first on just tidying the kitchen. I'll show you, here is a big pot of, these are Hugo's outside play toys. So these are the ones that live in his water table and outside. This is the breakfast that he didn't eat this morning. So these are just soaking in some soapy clean water for a little while. I should go through these and just really like wash them and make sure that there's no water in them. But that's for a little bit of a different time. And yeah, the counter is just kind of a mess as per usual. Our counter is always kind of a disaster. And like almost, I would say like 3 or 4 times a week, I say to Jeff, like, we need to come up with a better system. We need to have a better system because our island is always a disaster. It's a catch-all, you know? And he's like, okay. And I never come up with another system. I'm gonna move these lemons. I wanna try also this like amazing lemon loaf recipe that she has. And I'm gonna do that probably maybe tomorrow. And that'll probably, maybe I'll feature that in my weekly vlog. This is an onion for the chili, I believe. I don't know, I'll need to check the recipe. Let me put some of this stuff away here. I'll back you guys up so you can see me frantically. I have you balancing on a canister of organic quick oats. I have a little tripod. I also have a big tripod. I should probably use the big tripod. Guys, you know, we're just trying our best here, especially in the morning time. I can't. Isn't that so funny that they are mowing the lawn? Truly, like anytime, I'm gonna sound so like me-centric, but it's comical because it's true. Anytime I'm like, oh, I'm gonna film, there's so much yard work happening. And I don't know what the schedule is. I don't know what the yard work schedule is. I should probably find that out. So that way we can make it so that that is not the case. Okay, this should get a little rinse. I don't know why. All right, these bags look a little dirty too. All right, so let's get to washing these. I'm actually gonna put you on my big tripod. It's just easier, and I will speed up the washing of the dishes part. And I will reconvene once all the dishes are clean. ask me why I didn't register for like a full pots and pans set at my wedding. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'm like, what was I thinking? I didn't register for any of the right stuff. And I feel like I did the same thing with my baby shower. I guess at the time you don't really know, but like, why wouldn't I have registered for pots and pans? Like, that seems like such a cliche, typical thing to do. Okay, let's sort of start on this chili. We did register for the slow cooker for our wedding. There you go. I have to sneeze. I think I mentioned this on my Instagram. We store our bigger appliances and the things that we don't use quite often up in this cabinet above the refrigerator. And in that cabinet are also our seasonal candles, like our fall and winter Christmas candles. I'm gonna give this a little rinse, hold on. So everything just kind of smells like Christmas, which I don't hate. I'm actually all about it. It makes me really excited. And now's like, let's be honest, now's about the time where we all start getting the itch. I mean, maybe not all of us, but I know I started getting the itch for the fall. I've never been a big summer person, to be so honest with you. I like the summer because I like when it's warm, and I like that everyone is happy, and I like going to the beach, and it's like just a more chill time, more relaxed. But ask anybody who knows me, I am definitely a like fall into winter girl. So let's see what I need. I need 1 large onion, so that is for this. A can of black beans. So a can of black beans, fine. A can of garbanzo beans or beans of choice. So we have this can of organic chili beans, so I think I'll use this. What's in this? Kidney beans, black beans, organic pinto, and water. Fine. I think that should be fine. So then there's no garbanzo beans in it at all. Is that bad? 1 can of black beans. 1 to 2 cans of garbanzo beans. So I could do we'll see. That might be too many beans, but we'll see. Okay, diced, do I need diced tomatoes? 3 to 4 cups of veggie broth, 2 14-ounce cans of roasted diced tomatoes. This is gonna be ginormous. I wonder if this is gonna be able to fit. All right, well, it was a big can of tomatoes. So not this one. Veggie broth. Anybody know? It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna need vegetable broth. Did I put it in the refrigerator already? Ah, veggie broth. Okay, I think it's gonna be probably this whole thing. I forgot when I gave Jeff the grocery list yesterday for this chili. I forgot the freaking corn. Can you believe it? I love corn. It's my like favorite. So we need chili powder. I hope this is motivating for you guys and not just like garbage. Like I find weirdly, and this did not used to be the case, but I found recently, so cumin, watching other people cook and like put time and effort into dinner makes me more excited and motivated to also cook a nice dinner, because cooking is not, for me at least, like I enjoy cooking and I enjoy the end product, and I've always loved the Food Network. I've always wanted to be like that mom who had a busy kitchen and whose house always smelled really good. But when like reality hit, like I'm just not the best at it, and also it's not something I find myself being like super excited for. So I do find that watching other YouTubers, like I love to watch Anna Ciccone. She does a lot of like her cooking. She shows what she's cooking, and that always makes me feel like, okay, like I want to cook. Anyway, oregano. We just got oregano. Where are you? Here. oregano, hot sauce to taste, 3 to 4 carrots. Okay, I have to chop the carrots and I have to chop the onions. When it comes to chili, a lot of the time what I found is it's really about the spices. She says as if she's like Giada De Laurentiis. It's really about the spicing and about like putting the spicing in and taste testing it and making sure that like you're using enough spices. Because then otherwise it'll just taste bland. And nobody wants bland chili. Let's see, what veggies have we got in here? I'm gonna use this. What do you think? I'll save that, I guess. I won't do cauliflower, that would be weird. Okay. I'm also gonna put some yellow squash. And here, let me show you. I'm also gonna put some yellow squash because we have some left over from the pasta dish I made last week. And that's a great thing about chili. You can kind of just throw whatever veggies you have in it. We're also going to be putting in this Beyond Beef. This is a plant-based ground meat. Beyond Meat, the company, makes a bunch of different, like, they make sausages and hamburger patties. They're just so good. They're so good. This is not sponsored, nothing. They're just fantastic. And as a vegan, I have tasted many a meat substitute product. And Beyond Meat has definitely, I would say, like the best meat substitute. So we're gonna throw that into just to make it super hearty. And lucky for us, today is actually kind of a chilly, cold, like not cold, it's chilly. It's very overcast. It's an overcast day. So it's kind of perfect chili weather because you wouldn't normally make chili in the summertime, right? So it's hot. It's hot outside. It doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you just love chili. Okay, I am going to threw one of the carrots across the room. Okay. I am going to wash these carrots. Oh, poor carrot. You got a beating down there. And chop these veggies. I'll be back in a second. Okay, the onions and carrots are chopped. My eyes are bothering me a little bit. I think it just says throw everything, drain beans and rinse well. Add all ingredients to a large pot, cover and bring to a boil. Oh, that's not the slow cooker. Slow cooker is the same though. You just throw everything in. Oh, so easy. So easy. I'm new to slow cooking too. So if you've been using a slow cooker forever and you're like, girl, yeah, that's the whole point. You just throw everything in. I'm just now understanding the ease of the slow cooker. And also as we don't eat meat, so there aren't very many slow cooker vegan recipes out there, and there's not a huge reason in like the vegan world to slow cook. Like, I guess for flavor you could slow cook tempeh or tofu. I just haven't, so maybe this is opening a new chapter. Just threw in the chili beans and the garbanzo beans. And I think I'm gonna hold off on this can of black beans because there are black beans in the chili beans already. And we're also adding in the Beyond Meat substitute, the meat crumble, which is not part of the original recipe. So I feel like it might be overkill to do another can of beans. We'll see what it looks like at the end. Emptying things into just a big pot is actually the most satisfying thing in the entire universe. I'm just gonna dump. Boop. She's stuck in there. Okay. All right. Just crush her up a little bit. You guys want to see this a little bit more? Here. Trying my best. All right, that should be fine for now. Cool. And then let's put in these onions. I hope this is good. We also got, I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a big baguette here. We'll have that with the chili as well to dip. That would be delish. All right, and now the carrots. Oh, I didn't cut up the squash. Hello. Give this a little mix. All right, let me chop up a little bit of squash. It doesn't have to be a lot. I don't think Jeff loves squash. I mean, I don't love squash. But just so we use it. Otherwise, we may not use it, and I want to use it. I usually roast vegetables, and so I try to cut them relatively thin so that they don't take too long. But in the slow cooker, I mean, you still want to cut your vegetables up into small pieces, but they don't have to be quite as small or quite as thin as usual, which I keep forgetting. So hopefully these aren't just mush. Okay, that's really not a lot, but again, we're not like huge fans of yellow squash, so I think that's probably just enough. Okay, so now let's add in these higher roasted diced tomatoes. Big tip, I'm sure you guys do this already, but before you open your cans, make sure you wash the top, because when you open a can, most of the time the top of, unless you have like a electric can opener that has a magnet and keeps the top from touching the inside, what will usually happen is the top will sink and some of the juices from inside will get on the lid and vice versa. So it's important to make sure that your can is nice and clean. All right, let's go wash this. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so satisfying. I also think chili is just such a great recipe for, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just end up with random cans of beans in my pantry, and maybe it's because we don't eat meat, but I never know what to do with them. Or I know a lot of people end up with random cans of tomato. It's like the same thing. Look at this gorgeous beauty right here. Oh my gosh. Here she goes. Yum. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Hooray. I was gonna say huzzah. We watched The Great. I just finished it last night on Hulu, the new series. Oh my gosh. What amazing series. Oh, we loved it. So good. Okay, so tomatoes are in. Whoa, this is gonna get chunky. All right, 3 to 4 cups of veggie broth. Let's do that next, and then we'll do all the seasoning. So this is 2 cups, so we'll get 2 of those. Give her a little shake. I feel like 3 to 4 cups may be this entire container, but I guess we'll see. All right, that's 2 cups. Oh, like slow cooker might not be able to take all that. 2 more cups. All right, let's do 1 more cup, because I think that might just do it for this poor slow cooker. She's not the biggest. Okay, it's actually not that bad. I think 3 will be perfect. It said 3 to 4 cups, so I think that should be fine. All right, now let's add in the spices, because it's smelling very bland. So let's pull up the recipe. We have 2 tablespoons of chili powder. Wow, that's a lot. But I guess it's chili, so it makes sense. 1. 2. Those were heaping tablespoons. The good thing about cooking versus baking is that measurements don't have to be like exactly precise, which I prefer. I love baking, but if you don't follow the recipe exactly, things can kind of become a mess. Whereas with cooking, it's pretty, you know, doesn't have to be perfect. So yum, that's great. 1 tablespoon of cumin. Here we go. You could also add turmeric. It's not on here, but you could. Turmeric's really good for you. All right. Yep, 1 tablespoon of cumin. Let's get that in. Oh yeah, that smells like chili. I'll give this a little stir again. Lovely. Okay. 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. 1.5, so 1 and then 1/2. I have to say it out loud, and I have to like say it a few times so that my brain like, that's what happens after you have a baby who doesn't sleep. Okay, 1.5 of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon. Beautiful. And then 1/2 teaspoon. Where are you? Here you are. I really like garlic powder. The more the merrier. Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt. That's not very much. Interesting. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay. Definitely used a little more than 1 teaspoon, but 1 teaspoon does not sound like a lot. 1 teaspoon of oregano. Oregano is our newest spice. She just came yesterday. There's one other recipe I made last week, was it? I don't remember. Where I needed oregano and we didn't have any. And then this recipe needed oregano, and I was like, that's a sign. We need oregano. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, this makes me think of the holidays. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for so long. Probably gonna have to cut out some of this. All right. Oh my god, I love oregano, so like, let's pile her in there. Okay, and it says optional hot sauce to taste, so maybe I'll do a few drops of, we have Tabasco. Never hurt nobody. Okay, and now let's give this a stir. Oh wow, it smells really good. It smells very tomatoey. Oh, that's because there's a humongous can of tomatoes. And what's good is like while it's cooking in a few hours, like all these flavors are gonna meld together, and then you can always taste test it, and if you want more salt or whatever, you can always add more. Oh, it smells nice. Lovely. Okay, we are gonna plug this in. I'm gonna set it on low for 6 hours because we are not going anywhere today. You could do it on high. This recipe does not call for a slow cooker. You could actually do this in a regular pot, and her whole thing is that like you can make this so fast. It's like such a quick, you know, I think maybe 45 minutes on the stove. Really, really quick. But being that we have the time, we're home all day, I thought I would do it in the slow cooker. We haven't used the slow cooker in forever. So I'm gonna put it on low. There we go. And then the timer, I'm gonna do it for 6 hours. There we go. All right. Low for 6 hours. Good. And then once it's done, there's like a warming setting, so it can just be on warm. Oh, how beautiful. This brings me so much joy. Ah, yay. And then we'll just have a big pot of chili. All right, let's clean up the kitchen now because it's a mess. So the thing with cooking is you make such a mess. But I'm a like clean as you go type of person, in the kitchen at least. In the bedrooms are a mess. But in the kitchen, I'm always like, let's tidy up after we use things, because the kitchen is like where we are all the time. So, all right, let's bring this stuff to the sink. My pantry is always open. That's where we keep the recycling bag. We don't have a better place for it. Well, this is funny. This sort of turned more into like a cooking video than it did a traditional cleaning video, but that's fine. It's 5:59. All right, it's going. So exciting. Jeff, I don't think I've ever used the slow cooker before. Jeff reminded me this morning that he used the slow cooker for, he made like a mulled wine years ago in the slow cooker. That was really good. Around the holidays. I think that might be the only time maybe we made a chili once, like Jeff did. I think this is my first time using a slow cooker. Let's throw these guys here. Yeah, we just haven't found a better place for our recycling. And we don't have, like, that's our pantry. There's no other pantry. I'm gonna start the dishwasher because it is so full, so full. And then I can hand wash this stuff. Give these a wash. Spent this entire morning in the kitchen. This was so fun. All right, in, close. Anything else can just be washed by hand. Well, this I just want to. Is there any? Okay. You could also throw some kids' toys in the dishwasher. I won't do that right now because it's so full. Huzzah! All right, guys, I will check back in with you later on how the chili was. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's keep our fingers crossed for later. It looks really good. I cut up some of the French baguette to go with it. Oh my gosh, guys, it was so delicious. Next time I make it, I think I might actually add a little bit less chili powder because I did find that it was, for my taste, a little bit too spicy. Sorry, the lighting is bananas. But yeah, it was so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.